G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge. This one is set in Dubai, and this is the week of 23rd of May. We start with all 9 motorways. We double the amount of road tiles awarded, and bridges do not require road tiles. It seems like this one is setting us up to have an enjoyable time. Doing it in night mode as well, just so we can have some nice cars in there. Headlights. It doesn't say that no further motorways will be offered, so I wonder if we can get more than the 9, or if it is going to cap out at 9 anyway. No need to keep that so rigid. We can shorten that again. Yeah, as normal, I don't really want to use those motorways overly quickly. We'll try and hold out. And again, I hope my mouse is visible, but what I'll try and do is describe where I'm doing things, as opposed to trying to help you locate it on the screen, locate it by shaking the mouse around, because I know that can be tricky in the night mode. Take the bridge, just because I feel like we are going to jump back and forth across some bridges, across some rivers here rather, and I don't want to use my motorways just because I have to put one in. I mean, I realize I could then wait to get a bridge and reuse it, but I think we all know at this point I'm so against using traffic lights, even for my own good, that actually, we can cut this guy down here. And we'll give that guy to him. So this guy should be set for life. I would say even if he goes circular, he shouldn't ever need to expand beyond those 2 guys because they're so close. It would be nice to get another helping hand for this guy. Thank you. That he went circular. It's the other way it could have gone. Not a fan of this layout. We'll go bridge. I'd say we wouldn't really need more bridges than this. What if we... Is there a more efficient way we can build this? We turned all these guys around this. That should stop them sort of like slowing down as much, or possibly getting each other in each other's way as congested. Hopefully. Well, again, that's one set for live. Got him through the middle there. These 2 guys we'd like to put in here. And we do need a set of traffic lights, I would say. It's a really nice purple. I think this is my colorblind colors that this is giving to me here. Night mode. So I guess if you do play night mode and you haven't selected what colorblind colors you like, it'd be worth considering. Possibly even if you wanted to change them, because say this green and possibly this yellow really work against the idea of what you're trying to get out of night mode. I'm going to slightly change this. I'm going to give him a little bit more to work further out. I don't want to cut purple off on the other side of this road. So we'll give a bit more of a berth from purple, just so Perth can have a choice of possibly getting some houses in here. Sorry if the sounds like I'm tapping on the microphone. That's just the music of night mode. It was one of the things I think I like, don't enjoy so much about night mode is that. It's the music. Alright, our first roundabout, but we are down at only one bridge, so I will go back to the bridges. I think we've been very lucky so far. We don't really have too far a distance for anyone, and really the one that is the furthest distance, which is this guy. It's partially my own making distance. Definitely have enough road tiles to do anything we want here. Could certainly do some blocking. I've never quite gotten how blocking works. I did once do a test to see what happens if I block everything beyond the first square, like in a level where you've got unlimited. How do I build this? What's our best practice for getting this guy involved without this? I mean, I could do this. Is that a more efficient way of this being built? Maybe. Maybe now that I've switched those two other guys back around to face the front. And you can also see, by the way, that gap that I did leave, I didn't end up getting two purple houses in. So strategy of a success. Yes, blocking. I did once do blocking where I attempted to block everything except my original house. So even say something like this setup here. Like say I have that, they're this close, and then you block everything else. Eventually what happened was that there was that... It's almost like if you think the way this game is working is that it is assigning a certain amount of... get him across there, but I don't know if I need him over there. Just leave him separate for now. It's like you're getting assigned a certain amount of passengers every minute, for example. And with the absence of anything except one destination, it meant all of those places were going to that one guy. So even with something as close as this, with say 4 houses, maybe 2 houses, 3 houses, couldn't handle the amount of demand that one house was getting, one destination was getting. That's going to make life a lot harder now that we've got a double destination. Let's shift these two guys down. Cross. That makes it even harder too, that we've got 2 guys up there that aren't near anything of their own color. Let's just use the road tiles that we've got. No harm in waiting to see if they can't handle the length of distance. We've always got those 9 motorways ready to use. Let's see how we can go without them. Yellow's definitely going to scream at me at some point, surely. They're not going to be happy with what I'm doing there. But these 2 houses here, I could probably shift over. Let this guy look up. Be looked after by 4 for now, but literally anywhere in this half of the map, if we got yellow houses, they would have to be closer than what we've currently got, unless they snuck them in here. But if they did, if we got 2 houses on this island here, then all of these guys shift north. New argument for giving these guys a motorway is that I could sneak these 2 houses into here with what seems to be my most struggling building. Okay, so let's get these guys all together. Making our first motorway. Done that around a weird way. I could possibly do it the opposite direction. That is a nice little win. The other good thing about this is, like I said, the way that this seems to work is that it's a distribution of houses. All of the blue destination demands are being divided between all of the blue houses. So by getting this guy and having him so incredibly close, it means that these two actually should have a little bit more slack. Cool, and there's that extra house for this guy. These guys are so incredibly close to him. I reckon 2 more houses here. I would potentially look at giving him a giving these guys a motorway. Now, speaking of motorways, what we will do is we will say goodbye to this road. Say hello again to that road there that we just destroyed. And we'll turn these 3 guys around. And they... motorway number 2. With that, run these guys over here. Yeah. Alright, well, again, we'll just claim the victory of the distribution of blue. You can see that this guy's actually looking better since these 2 came in. We'll go to the bridge. Oh, there's a yellow guy there that we can't get connected to this one. This guy here, we'll have to think about what we can do with him. A little turn at the end there that's... Actually, yeah, let's use these 3 guys instead. Nice little blue community here. It's still early days, but everyone's looking pretty good. Bridge. Let's get those 2 guys to tilt up. Swinging him up there so he doesn't get in the way of this guy. Keep an eye on him now. It's a nice little location. Hopefully we can see a few green guys show up in this section, and then we can relieve this thing of duty. Something like this. I don't know where to put this guy. Have him connected in. You can see this is now no longer needed. Did not notice that he was facing the wrong way. He was a new join into that. What we can do is, I guess, put the lights there. And that'll mean that they can just speed through that corner, and he's only used in emergencies. Yellow has ended up in some really weird spaced locations here. Again, yellow's doing quite good. This guy here, I certainly have concerns about how he's going to end up. But green is so close here that I think that They'll be okay. See how this guy goes. You shouldn't really have too many problems. You have a lot of purple houses in that bottom corner for not too much stuff. Let's run. Probably this guy we've got to keep an eye on. We haven't... Okay, so let's work out someone for this guy. Let's do a little hookup, and then let's put these three guys together. That's them over there. Again, you've got to look at it like we're just dividing the reds. The amount of work the red has to do, and we're in a very good position for that sort of division. You can see that we've got, well, actually that green ad is a really nice one too, because that, and we root for everything that the other side of this is going to be purple. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 greens. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 reds. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows, and we've got 1, 2, 3 purples. So purples is our odd man out at the moment. You can see this guy is starting to struggle a bit. Let's think about what we can do to improve his situation. Give him just an extra hand for now, at least. We'll put a set of traffic lights in there. Take these 4 guys, give them a motorway, and bounce them up there. Now, they are further away than these guys, so hopefully it means that they're not the preference. They're the backups. Really nice location to try and help him out, too. I'll face him... try to work out a way to face him so that he... do that, too. He might not even need that extra help anymore. Alright, let's take the traffic lights because we are using them a little bit. Alright, certainly this guy here is the thing I need to address. So, similar thing to the other side. Let's put a set of lights there. And then we'll take these 3 guys because there's 3 of them as opposed to the 2 up here. Let them play backup. No, you think you're helping guys over here? So I'd say these guys' work is done. We can get rid of that. Thanks to these 2 extra little guys that snuck in there. It would be neat too if I could slightly shift away. Like that. Give these guys a potential of another purple house in there. Alright, you can see this guy here is starting to stress a little bit too. And again, it's a similar technique. And because we've got so many motorways, our approach here is that we're not waiting for it to tell us that it's in trouble. We're going to try and preemptively help them. Because once one of them starts to go, the whole color's going to start to go. So we want to just get in there, clean it up, get out again. Purple, this guy up here is surely going to need help. This guy's looking a lot better too. That purple at the top does need help. Okay. So let's put a little dip out that way. Let's put a set of traffic lights in there. And let's jump a motorway up there to let those guys go and do what they can. Whoop. Alright, so we've got another purple, and that is our 4th purple, what do you call it? Destination. It's good, because that means that we now have the purple divided a bit more between everyone. And the question is, how can we get someone over there? We could use this group of 3. Try and get guys from this group over there. makes more sense. What we want to do is shift that to there and run these guys around. Maybe we can send them out into the water. There's an annoying thing about what I've just done, that because this is going to the same point that one was, this won't sort of correct itself to come and help until the last guys come back from this. See that we've created a nice little traffic jam in there, which isn't too bad. I mean, as long as the jam's at this end, near the base, it means that these guys are so close to just getting in there. Alright, and these guys are now struggling because they were up there trying to help out. I've got them in here trying to fix this guy. That one's now shifted across to these guys. Not sure about the layout I've made here. That set of lights. Let's turn that guy around too. This guy is getting bad. He's also getting bad. So let's turn him around and let's get these two guys here. Come help out there. That traffic, that parking lot is just jammed. Slowly has literally, oh, it's the traffic lights that are jamming that. Let's get rid of those lights, see if that helps out. Okay, this guy needs more help too. Available red. Gonna do our vintage surge. Put traffic light there. Motorway here. Temporary motorway. We will just surge a whole community of people over there to try and take care of it. See, almost that whole community is over there helping out. Just these last sort of two guys on the outskirts that aren't. Interestingly, these guys are considered closer to that than those three are. I guess the motorway is making them move quick. Okay. So, this lot of guys' work here is done, because they are now needed for a very easy duty. Give 3 of them to that. And we'll shift this over to those 4 guys there. Though, those 4 guys there could actually just take care of him without a motorway. Let's get rid of Highway 6. I guess I can't now. Let's run those guys around there. This isn't a circular destination, so I think that's going to be fine. Guys to sort of focus into a central point, similar to like what these guys are doing, except facing the wrong way. Get them to bounce up to that one. What we'll do is that, let them shift that out. They'll at least put this straight back. Let's get rid of that. Anyone struggling at the moment? Possibly this guy here. This guy here is pretty unhappy again. We'll just keep an eye on him. But that guy's gone circular, so that's going to be a real problem. Eye on him. I think he's going to run away from us too, so let's get Highway 2 back to Open that. I think you're starting to see the point where just the demand is just going up completely across the board. I'd like to keep going, but I don't. This is the point where I always feel like it's just going to collapse on me no matter what. But let's just fight the fires as they come. So let's go Highway 3, or Highway 6 rather. This is a real little traffic jam up here. I mean, there's enough room up there that I could possibly get a... And yeah, maybe what I could do is set a roundabout, say, up here. And then send these guys into that roundabout. Problem is, for it to happen, we would have to get everyone off that temporarily. So I think what we could do... let's have a look. Where have we got? Have we got purple houses that we're not using? Just these two, these four, but can't really get those guys attached. But I'm amazed we still haven't gotten anything claimed there. Okay. Him up there. And he's the closest guy to him, so I don't really want to steal him. These two connected there as well. Okay. These two guys, you were temporarily going to also contribute to the top. We can move that there. This guy here as well, it's a parking lot disaster. Oh, Blue's just very quietly doing their job on the bottom half of that. Great, we'll get rid of that. You can see how much cleaner that now looks as well. It must have really just been a barrage on them. Again, is that just going to be those traffic lights that are causing it more harm than good? And like I said before, at least the cars have been... The sort of backlog of cars are sitting just outside, so they're moments away from collecting jobs. They're not sort of stuck really far away. More than fair that this guy has finally said, you know what? I'm starting to have some issues. Someone please help me. Connect that guy there. And we'll remove this guy. Said unfortunately I can't get that guy to connect in any way. And have this guy just shoot back over his own shoulder. Help out there. I mean, I could have him try and do the same thing, but it's going to be a problem. Or, so we don't want to have someone cutting across the front of another circular place's house. Let's turn that guy up, give them another set of wheels. There's a certain point where it's not the amount of houses that you've given someone, it's the efficiency of getting to their destination. So again, let's try putting a roundabout in here. Let's put a little outcrop there. Let's cut this. And these guys all in. We'll get him off there. We'll give that one maybe back to this guy. So just shorten those tracks a bit. And let's give them a motorway, these 5 right there. The question is whether anyone will come back from that fast enough for this to not have collapsed. Because as blue gets worse too, it means that there's more blue guys in the parking lot, which means it's harder for the orange guys to get in and sort of take control of things. Let's cut these. Alright, let's cut these two guys off. We don't have any more roundabouts. Let's move this to there. And we'll move these two guys further down into there. No, see, the way that this has to work is that we want the guys further away to be the off angle of the support. Hopefully this now makes a much more efficient chance for these guys to get in. Oh. While that's all been going on, we've got other disasters to take care of. We've got purples all over the place having nightmares. Put some of these guys slightly up. I don't think that's the difference between winning and losing here, but so all time we've had these three guys just prop up, so we can say you are relieved. You can see this guy down here is also having troubles. Purple is our problem guy at the moment. Okay. Let's work out who needs help. Purple world. This guy. And you can see his problem isn't like what I was saying the problem was with these guys, where the issue is outside the door like this. His issue is in the suburb. So it's more about, can we get guys up there? Bad dude to go circular for us. And this is going to get messy too with the way that I've set that up. I mean, as long as it's happy, I guess. I'll also use a few of these guys to come help out there. It worked. See how much that cleaned up this neighborhood. Who went? This guy went already. So what we're going to have to do is pull one of these support neighborhoods. Go the bigger one. Look at the roundabout. Get out of there, little yellow house. Alright, we need this to start coming. Gotta wait for the last of the cars to come back from this one before it'll make its move. So we might just have to... we're using all of our motorways now. So is there any motorways we can take? Can we take this one? And then immediately started complaining. Looks like green is going through its own ordeal at the moment. So we'll just have to let him be. I only just noticed on this map, I don't know if this is the case for every map, but there are no houses in the or nothing, no buildings in the outside line. The complete outside line is completely for me. Very kind. Okay. There we go. Alright, so these guys can now have their surge. You can see this guy is in trouble for getting guys in there. Guess we've got to get rid of that. He's already panicking after losing his... No, he wasn't the one with extra help. We can give him the extra help of that. Oh, surely this isn't going to end well. I mean, with him going badly, everyone else is going to go badly too. The reds, so doesn't seem like this is something we're going to recover from. And again, it's the point of entry, which means that I can't really just add more guys to this to try and make it better. It's like it's just going to collapse either way. We have no motorways available to us. Basically just got to hope that this can hold on and efficiently get, not efficiently, but at least like get guys in there as at a rate that they'll survive. See, this guy's surging again. This guy's surging. This green is still playing as usual. This guy, he's got all of his stuff also just in that oh man. Purple is not happy. I guess I've just reached the maximum amount of things they want to give me, because otherwise I would have got something here, surely. I assumed it just constantly went until there was no more space. Every second that there's an available spot, someone is coming in and grabbing a thing. They are making this work somehow, that we've survived about 1,000 more points with them just sort of ticking away like that. You can see how many guys are just sitting on this highway waiting to get in. Now the question would be, if I got rid of this square here, would that make this more efficient? If we disconnected these 5 guys for now. In fact, we can connect those guys. So let's test this. Let's disconnect that. Let's say you guys stop coming in. Let's see if we can clean it up. Although I think that somewhere else is going to collapse faster than that anyway. I think this purple guy's not going to let us see if this actually works. This guy, I need to put a roundabout in for, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to get the moment. Maybe. He's fighting back. This blue, alright, let's give him that house. We can't really take any more houses off him. We can give this guy 2 more houses, though. Okay, let's see if this improves the efficiency of this guy. This guy here is just losing the plot as well. I mean, everyone's losing the plot. We're basically just set up as we can get. There we go. Finally. I've enjoyed 2 houses. Roundabout. And you, 2 houses just here, have ruined my plans of a roundabout. Can't get that in there at all anymore. And you can see we are starting to slowly win the fight back here. That our less is more is actually working. But everyone on in that color scheme is going. Our purples are oranges. That's orange. Sorry, it's like disastrous. This guy here needs help. This guy we can give third pretty easy. 4 houses here, but we don't have a motorway we can offer up. It's this guy here that we need to be able to get them. But like I said, these 2 are both... He'd have to cut across those. He can't face the water. This guy here, I guess we can do that. And then these guys here, we can sort of do the same thing. That. Let's see if I came up with that too late or just in time. I mean, I think everyone's just holding on for dear life here. And we now have a lovely little mess we've created for ourselves there. But again, it's at the point of entry of the thing. And again, this is one where it's like, well, if I disconnect these 2 houses, well, maybe let's do that so that guy's not running straight into the entrance. Does that help anything? This is insane. This poor little, Then there's just funny little ones like this guy here, who's 2 houses, and he's like, I'm fine, don't worry about me, guys. So what we want to do is just Stretch that out even further. So if we go like that makes the whole journey longer, I think, but gives it a closest. Oh, this yellow is right on the edge. Undecided if actually this guy here also. But what I'm gonna do is run him around this way. I'm not gonna create a intersection there. I want to put him on the back so that he's supporting, he's not slowing everyone down at that point. How are we looking here? Yeah, so again, this is my question on this one is, am I better off cutting off these two guys to stop this being an intersection that they slow into and instead making it a bit more like what this one is, where you just make it an efficient model of guys just turning the corner in. Oh, purple got us. Plenty of cars. 8,700. I imagine that there's surely going to be something better than that. This is a really gimme sort of level. Let's see how we did. Top 1%. And we will go globally. Number 3. Boom. Not bad. Definitely lean back in my chair comfortably after that one. It feels like it's been a while since I've said hello to the top 10. It's close to 1 as well. I mean, in the spirit of things, it probably would have been like, what, 15 seconds of surviving or something. Anyway, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But till next time, catch you later.